Hello and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We have just entered the dust season, which I believe is summer and dusty. The last season was a bit rough. As I'm sure you know, we sadly lost Tammy in a freak accident, which I'm still not happy about. But hopefully, it doesn't happen again today. Guess we'll find out. Let's see how everyone is doing. I appear to be happy. I'm clear-minded. Feeling better. It's been a couple months since the accident. Got some new music playing this season. Mars is bored. I found something you might like. Oh, maybe I can give her that egg I found. Yeah. Yeah, I found an egg. She does not like that. What do you expect me to do with this? I'll put it where it belongs, outside in the dirt. That is where I found it. So that makes sense. She didn't like that. I learned that she doesn't like those eggs. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the future. Didn't realize that could happen. But I guess it makes sense. How is everyone doing? Does this interest you? Oh, okay, so now anything we find, we can give to people, and maybe they'll like it. Dad telling me to drink. Just kind of looking around to see if anyone has anything new. Tangent does. But that's about it, so let's check in with her. Andy, we need to discuss my brother. Who? Dys is your brother? You mean my buddy Dish? No, we're not friends with him. I did not realize they were related. Okay. Yes. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late. But people are becoming worried. You get the feeling Tange is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll find out. Thank you. I mean, it would be a ridiculous waste of resources if something happened to him, and no one knew where he was or how to find him. Of course, Tange doesn't get worried. Okay. Did not realize they were related. Let's go talk to him then. You tell him that Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. He stares vaguely off towards the engineering wing where his sister is reading on her holopalm. He doesn't say anything. So if we were better friends with him, we could just ask him. But all we've done is made him mad and declined to make him eat a bug or whatever that was. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me. She's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. That could be true. I can threaten him. Kind of a introvert over there. I don't really want to threaten him and find out, you know. Tangent's talking about how it stinks. Well, maybe I'll find out later and I can tell her. Let's go talk to Uncle Tonin. Still unhappy, which I understand. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just move on then. What do we want to do this month? Maybe I'll do humanities again. It's kind of my jam. Tangent will like it. Good morning! Today we're going to talk about the formation of the Vertumna group and our decision to leave Earth. It's a very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about it. Oh boy. You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability, coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds, had thrown the Earth into chaos. Couldn't be me. And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed the Vertumna group with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their starborn children slid through a wormhole and ended up here. But there's so much you don't know. Congruence pulls up a hollow projection of a human. This is Planktonic Ascendant's Wang Botha Schmidt, she says. The spiritual leader of the Vertumna movement, okay? They were what people called a speculative fiction writer. Ah. That is one long-ass name. A sci-fi author? Yes, their best-selling novel, Life Beyond the Einstein-Rosen Bridge, told the story of a fictional utopia on the other side of the real-life anomaly at the edge of the solar system. Interesting. Their writing centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting invert space. So an author wrote about, maybe beyond the stars there's a utopia, and all the fans got together and they're like, let's go find it. They realized it couldn't be done online. Though committed to social justice, the group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases and the diverse contexts of their real lives. I've heard enough. Time for a nap. Let's keep listening. The first Vertumna colony. 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that would be taught to their children. Babies were conceived by lottery and raised communally, like you, as the second generation of the Vertumna group. Those babies were your parents. Oh, interesting. Wait, was it some kind of cult? It is starting to lean that way, isn't it? Yes. Uh-oh. The Vertumna group was widely considered to be a non-religious cult. I don't know how I feel about that right now. Wongbotha Schmidt was later assassinated for their connection to the group. You think of your mother and her prosthetic leg and how she rarely talked about life on Earth. As more colonies were founded, word got out about the Vertumna group's social experiments. Assimilationism was an unpopular ideology at the time because it had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. There was panic, but cultural assimilation is horrible. In leaving behind inherited traditions, rules, and resentments, the hope is that humanity may be wiped clean of centuries of intergenerational trauma. Even the first generation of the group wasn't certain it was possible. You get the feeling you're not going to get a nuanced answer from the ship's AI. Okay, so this whole thing was not... I guess at the beginning I assumed like, a bunch of scientists and people on Earth got together and they're like, let's start this colony because, on Earth it stinks. But it sounds like most people were not on board with this idea. And there was just a fiction author cult that decided to do this. And I don't know how I feel about that. A little weirder than I assumed. 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship. Okay. The ultimate goal was us. A generation raised completely unburdened by troubles that plagued Earth. Isn't that lovely? So much information. Professor Hal and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different based on your genetic makeup or family history. Like, there's some parts of that make sense. And I don't know. It's a double-edged sword sort of thing. Because some of the reasoning makes sense, right? There are a lot of problems on Earth. And there are a lot of problems between people from different cultures, not being accepting and stuff like that. But to just, mix everybody together and be like, this is your average person from Earth. Let's just have, a bunch of kids and they just kind of start fresh. Like, it kind of works. But I feel like a lot is also lost in that. A lot of good stuff is also lost in that process, right? I don't know. You let me know what you think. I'm on the fence about this. We did get a memory about the Vertumna group. +1 for each card that we don't play. Interesting. It's hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbors. You wonder what it's like. Are you missing out, or are you better without it, like the original colonists believed? All you can do is be the best Andy you can be. I guess that's true. Weird. Okay, let's do this. I do like this part. Oh, sharing is caring. Tammy's on there. That's so sad. We can get 15. But it's not like a super goal. I don't know if there is one, you know? Can I get higher than this? That goes down. I feel like 15's kind of as good as it gets. Oh, yeah, good. That was the best score. There was just no, like, additional goal. Tangent like that. Thank you. It's time for Vertumnalia. Udicott and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet. Oh, we got another long speech. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. Yawn. Yeah, I'm not much for big speeches. Boring. I got some rebellion there. When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown on Vertumna. Nice. Your eyes go to the feast table, my eagle eyes. Zoning right in on those potatoes and onions. This year, the earth plants look even less robust than usual. But they're supplemented by some Vertumnan plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy watato pods and barber fruits and slabs of edible fungi. What is a festival without festivities? Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. My time to shine. We are not strong enough to do bot wrestling. We are not smart enough to do the science fair. We can only do the talent show. That is the last one I would choose. Honestly, I would, competitions are dumb. I'll just watch. I don't like have a talent. I wouldn't do a talent show. The bot wrestling and science fair I'd be more interested in, but I'm not smart enough to do those or strong enough. I'll just watch. Anemone wins the strength competition, Mars wins the talent competition, and Tangent wins the science fair. Totally predictable. Yawn. That's right. We relieved our stress and are refreshed for mid-dust. All right, about halfway through the first year of me being 10. Doing okay so far, I think. Except the whole Tammy situation, which I don't even know if I had any control over, to be honest. Nobody... Oh, Mars has something to say. You know, Andy, you're all right. You're an all right what? She laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. You're all right. You actually have good taste, unlike all those other null heads. Ever since we landed, it's been, help with this, Mars, and don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. That's right, I do. You shoot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, Dys skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass by you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Where is he going now? Mars mutters. I want to know where he's going. Try not to get eaten by aliens. If you die out there, they can't use your body for fertilizer. I want to try, like, I love Mars. We're best friends. I want to try and get on Dys's good side, though, because I haven't really had an opportunity to do that yet. Shut up, Mars. Dys is cool. You say it loud enough for Dys to hear. There we go. That got us some points. Yeah, she liked it too. No accounting for taste. She seems to respect that you challenged her. Maybe you can get through to him. I've tried, but he doesn't care about contributing to the colony, or being popular, or earning kudos, or anything important. What do you contribute, Marzipan? I contribute plenty, and you know it. People need someone to tell them what to do, don't they? Oh, she's great. If Mars dies, I will flip this desk. You cannot do that to me. I've had lots and lots of rest. You know what? Let's go shovel dirt. I need some strength. I've rested for half a year. I can go do some manual labor one time. And I'm like, well rested. You know, I'm ready to do this. It's your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Gotcha. Get comfortable with this, she says. An old-fashioned wheelbarrow. Any questions? Why not use hydroponics? On the ship, we grew most of our plants with their roots in the water, and it's true it was more hygienic that way. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Here, we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. No more questions. That's my boy. We got some stress, we got some toughness. Right, we have to work all month. But you know what? I'm gonna get swole. Shoveling dirt. Okay, goal of 11. What can we put together here? I'm just gonna do like the basic stuff first and see where we land. We can hit 14 just doing that. Is there anything fancier we can do? Eight. Because, yeah, this one goes up for every card we leave behind. But I can get this flush to go to 14. And it's basically the same. Oh, but having the 5 and bumping this up to 5 gives me a pair also. Nice. So we can just do this. I think adding these cards won't make a difference. Right? Because this gets us the pair, but then this one goes down to 4. I got you. We'll just take this. Yeah, best score. We get stressed, but we get tougher. And Cal likes us. That's good. That's right. Is there any activity that dislikes that we do? I don't think so. Nothing that I can recall. We're in late dust. Anybody got anything going on? Not really. I should work on my brain, right? Let's do another life sciences. If I get more reasoning, we can do engineering classes. You ask a question in class and are embarrassed when everybody laughs. You guess it was something you were supposed to know? You thought Professor House said there were no dumb questions. I am the dumb boy right now, but we'll get better. Yeah, and I only have one blue card in my memories, so nothing that'll, you know, directly relate to this, I think. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we can get some sort of straight here. 1, 2. Perhaps not. Could put them all in and get 14 for the big flush. Wait, why did this go up so high? 17. So doing this, we have a pair, a straight 0, 1, 2, another pair, and the big flush. Gotcha. That's a little better. Yeah, best score. That's all I'm shooting for, you know? A little more biology. I need to unlock well, so what? I need reasoning to take engineering class, and I need that to get more engineering skill, right? How do I get reasoning? That's what I need to figure out. Let's enter the wet season. Okay. Early wet. Everyone still just stands outside. It is beautiful out here, though. No big changes that I can see. Talk to Dys. It's pouring rain and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass-roofed palapas. Everyone except Dys. Off in the distance over at the wall near the sports ball field. He's definitely skulking. We are not perception enough to follow him. Close, though. Should I tell someone? Like, I don't really care if he's skulking inside the wall. He might be mad if I tell someone. I don't want him to get into some sort of deadly wall accident. I'm just gonna ignore him. I think he's okay. He's gone. I mean, he's right here, but he's gone. He was skulking by the wall. I bet he's sneaking out, right? Like he found a way. Ooh, like this right here. He was by the court. He goes through this hole outside. Like my person in the game doesn't know that, but I think that's what's happening. I feel like if I had told someone, he would have gotten mad at me. So that's fine. What can we do in here? Organizing and perception. How do I get reasoning? Because that's what I'm really kind of lacking. I get 1 from life sciences. So if I do life sciences a few more times, we would be able to take engineering classes. Yeah, let's do that again. For today's lesson, we'll start with the fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day and add a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. You've teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given a mush tree spore and bucket to grow it in. Well, that's fun. Mush trees, she says, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. Ooh, do we get to take a field trip out there? What if we use water instead of soil, like they do with hydroponics? If they like wet weather, that might work. Any suggestions? Lower the pH. Lower the pH, put it under a light, sing to it, and run a current through it, or all of the above. Sounds like what I would say if I had no idea what I was doing, which I don't. I mean, I don't really know how any of these will affect it. If it's a plant or a fungus, well, do fungi like light, or do they prefer being in the dark? You know what? Sing to it, Daily. I'm the dumb one in this group. Tange protests, saying talking and singing to plants is foolish and unscientific. But Professor Hal reminds you that we don't know everything about Vertumnan plants yet. Nobody has proved it doesn't work on mush trees. We got empathy for that. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. You and Cal sing to it. Tange flatly refuses to join in. Aha, but it starts growing. Yours is one of the biggest mush trees in the class. But one other group also tried Cal's water idea, and theirs is the same height as yours. How'd they do that without singing? Oh man, we gotta beat that other group in this plant growing competition. All right, I see a straight right there. Set, ooh, the playing sports ball set neighbors to this value, makes them all ones. Right, then we can get a big 4 of a kind for 17. We do this. Yes. Super goal. I'll take it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tange liked it. That's right. Oh, am I having a dream? A terrifying, familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large. This thing's gonna show up. It better not eat somebody. I will be angry. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're looking for something. Yep, something could happen to the colony. You wake up shouting no, but your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble. The bedroom window is covered in water? Must be rain. And a thunderstorm. Okay. Should we hide under the covers, run outside and play in the rain, or go to our parents? This seems inconsequential, but it could be consequential. You know what I mean? On the other hand, it might just give us, like, a stat. Okay, I'm 10 years old. I'm kind of leaning towards go to my parents. Partly because I'm worried that in the future story, there's going to be some sort of big colony accident and they're going to die, right? So we should spend time with them before that happens. Running outside, we might see some other kids. I feel like hiding is just going to do nothing. We got some loyalty. Your dad is awake too, watching the rain from the large porthole in the kitchenette. This is good. It means we'll have plenty of water for the crops. Pure, healthy water just like on Earth. Everything's gonna be okay. Potato. Ominous. The mid-wet season. Let's do one more. We'll finish out the year next time. Tangent. Watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it into place. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing in biology class. The books say it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Also, we can sweat. That's true. I can say totally, or maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Maybe, but even if they can, I haven't seen any sign of intelligent life here. It's just those big dumb xenofauna. Yeah, animals are super dumb. Humans rule, Xenos drool. Literally, if there's intelligent life here, why didn't we see any cities when we landed? Checkmate, aliens. What a line. I'd like to see an alien do that, as they put the scaffolding together. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. Going a little off the rails here, Tangent. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are really with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic super species. I'm definitely not a supervillain. If you say so. Okay, that's all that's going on. Yeah, I feel a couple of these stats I don't feel like I have an opportunity to do anything with yet. And I haven't found anything laying around. I should have given that egg to somebody else. Okay, well, let's just do a humanities class. This month, you're supposed to learn about different styles of dance. Mars takes to this fairly easily, but Tange abjectly refuses to, saying she'd rather be penalized for non-cooperation than make a fool of herself. I get you. She sits the whole month out doing independent study on the philosophy of medicine. Oh yeah, you know what? I kind of forgot about the place up by Mars doing that work with Seek. I didn't check that out. I don't remember what you get from that. I think organizing, right? Which I'm already doing pretty well on. No matter how much Mars cajoles, bribes, or begs Tange to dance with her, she doesn't budge. I get you. Okay, creativity. What can we do? Nothing really fancy. Oh, right, the 3 of a kind. The super goal. Easy enough. I am starting to get stressed. And we enter the late wet season. And unfortunately, I have to take a break here. So we will finish the wet season next time and then go into the 13th month, which I don't know what that's going to be. And maybe something big will happen. I don't know. If, like, at the end of every year, there's some sort of event. But we'll find out. I'm just glad nobody died this time. And we got to know Tangent a little better, and we got to know Mars a little better, which I really enjoyed. And we got Dys to like us just a tiny bit. That might lead somewhere. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.